Hey, it's producer Rob. We've got Jeff and we've got Bart over here.
Guys.
Thanks for tuning in. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, thank you very much. Yes. If you're listening to us right now, that means you're not seeing us, but you can see us if you want to. Just go to Jeep Beach Official on YouTube, and you'll be able to find out everything that we've done in the past, most of them anyway.
That's a scary thought.
Videos. Yeah. And if you are watching this and you want the audio portion of it, all your favorite podcast platforms will cover that.
Yes.
So, ready for the show?
Ready.
You ready?
Yes,
we're ready.
Thanks for tuning in. Here we go.
It's now time for another episode of the Off-Road Toolbox. A Jeepers guide to everything off-road. Powered by Best Price Trailers.
Hey, guys, what's happening?
Another day.
Another day.
Another great episode on tap for us today, gentlemen.
I hope so.
Yeah, what have you procured for us?
Stop and think of how many Jeeps you've owned that you wish you never got rid of now.
Well, I can think of one that I want to get rid of, but I've had two.
Okay.
And I'm glad I got rid of the one that I got rid of at the time.
Well, maybe one of these is one of those that's very collectible.
We'll see now.
I have a 3 and 4, and we both have the 3 and 4. Kaylee's driving the 3, or I'm driving the 3. She has number 4 Jeeps.
Okay. I've had the 2. I had a 98 back in probably 2000. No, I had the 98 I was still in Syracuse at the time.
Oh, man.
So I had that like in 2000, 2001, and I ended up getting rid of that when what tipped the whole thing was cold. Syracuse is freezing.
Oh,
I
yeah,
underestimated how cold, and
Yep.
even though the TJ's heater system's better than the YJ's was, right?
Yep.
Even though the YJ had I froze. I mean, I had to wear a hat and gloves with the heat on as I was driving. I enjoyed
With
it.
a
I
soft
loved
top,
it.
I bet.
It was soft top.
Yep.
And half doors at the sliders
Yes.
Yep.
at the time.
Yep.
Now, I ended up when I would crack the what was it, the exhaust manifold.
Yep.
That was, they're known, the TJs, to
yes.
crack. This one cracked, and I had been putting money into it and doing this, and finally when that went, I'm like, man, I'm done. The guy who I sold it, or who I bought it from, I sold it back to, and broke even. So
No way.
good. Yeah, broke even. That's
the best kind of vehicle to have.
It was a great look. It was a great Jeep.
Had fun in it.
Did not have air conditioning.
Yeah, but you don't really need it up there.
In summertime, there's about a month
You
and a
don't
half.
think, you know,
It gets pretty hot.
It
It gets
gets
up
really
to
warm.
100, almost
Yeah.
up to 100.
it's like
yeah.
living. You know
New
what?
England.
There's
Well, I've lived in Florida all my life. I don't know.
It can
Yeah.
it gets really hot and humid, kind of like the Orlando area, like in Ocala, when it's that stifling. You don't have the breeze like you do here on the beach.
True.
You know, when it gets. But yeah, so it was fun. It was a fun toy. I'm loving the toy that I've got now, but it's at the stage where it just needs a lot of work. And I see the TJs for sale now. You go on to Facebook Marketplace, and you see some of these that are really nice, and they're not that much considering what I got to put into mine. I mean, you can get a good one for under 10 grand.
Yes.
Well, maybe take and sell yours for what you can get out of it.
Yeah, and then double that.
Sell it as a project.
That's not well. Yeah, I mean, it's a project.
It is a project.
Yeah. Okay.
Because there's a few things that need to be fixed, so it would be a project.
Yeah, it's just a lot of hassle. It's a headache.
Well, then get it out and drive it until it falls in the dirt on its own.
Well, it almost did a couple of times, so it's kind of sitting in the garage. But hey, I'll tell you what, I do have aspirations of taking it over to our good friends, our partners at Destination 4x4,
Yes.
Jason and his crew, to fix it.
Yep, I got him working on my JT.
Oh, really?
Yep.
What do you got going on?
He's going to beef up the front suspension for me.
Oh, he is the suspension. He is the steering guy.
He is the steering guy
Yeah.
because I have had some cool mornings going across the bridge on I-4 and it shimmying away on me.
Ooh.
Yeah. 5 o'clock in the morning is no fun.
No, that's not.
No. So he's going to hook me up tomorrow.
Oh, good.
Nice.
Yes.
All right.
So-
And you mentioned you've got a few.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Kaylee drives the TJ, the 2000 Rocky Mountain Edition, which was a
That's
limited
cool.
number.
Yeah, limited edition, yeah.
Limited edition Rocky Mountain. And I still have my Rubicon, my 2008, and I don't think I'll be getting rid of it anytime soon.
How's the motor?
Both of them are strong.
Yeah. Well, I
Both
mean,
are strong.
obviously, TJ one should be.
The 3.8 is still running 209,000 miles, and it's still running good.
Stay on top of that maintenance.
I do. Yeah,
And as we say all along, that's what keeps these running as
yes.
long.
Yes. And
Now, if I could just instill that in my daughter to check her oil every time she fills up, I'd be happy.
Oh, no. Was she got a 3.8 in hers or 3.6?
It's 11, so it is
It's a 3.8.
It's a 3.8. Yeah.
No, I don't use synthetic. I use 10W30, and I don't think I've had this thing over 10 years now, 11 years. I don't think I've burned 3 quarts of oil that whole time.
I'm pretty much using in mine maple syrup right now.
58?
I use Castrol's 10W30 regular
mine
straight
leaks
oil.
like a sieve if I don't. I gotta keep it thick for that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that
synthetic synthetic is super thin.
Yeah, it's super thin, and that's, yes, it's good. Yes, it's bad.
Yep.
So talk to Jason about it. He'll tell you all about it.
Yep. But when my guy pulled it apart to do some work on mine, he was like, "Oh my gosh, your
It's
intake
clean.
is clean." He goes, "Whatever you're doing, keep doing it."
Yep.
That's
So
good.
you want to get into some of these that are...
These are collectibles.
Collectibles?
These are pretty neat things, And I actually found some that you didn't find.
Ooh, here we go.
It's kind of cool. I mean, and actually, 2 of the ones I almost bought.
Oh well, hang on now. Let's start with Jeff because
All right.
what did Jeff find?
Well, we'll
Because
we'll start off with the very first one.
Yep.
Was the XJ. Believe it or not, there are collectible XJs out there.
those ones that are loaded. Yeah, the white one. Remember the white ones with the gold rims, the gold wheels?
Yes.
Yes.
Those were real. Oh. Buddy of mine had the 8-cylinder engine, but they had these fins on the front. And what was that? I'm trying to see now. I can't. It's an XJ.
Grand Cherokee?
It's a Grand Cherokee.
Yeah.
And he ended up selling it to. Oh man, I'm blanking on this because I didn't do my research on this one.
That's all right.
But the hood, you had fins on the front.
God,
They
I
were
remember
only
that
about
one.
a foot long on each side. Only came out 1 year.
Oh, that would be why.
Loaded.
Yeah.
And this was the fastest Jeep made at that time. This XJ.
Wow.
This was going back into the.
A lot of people don't realize the Trailhawk Grand Cherokee, that's bad. That thing
Yes.
is wicked and nasty.
It's probably but this I can't.
So the XJ, for people who don't know, is the Jeep Cherokee.
It's a Cherokee.
Cherokee.
It's a
Well, it's a
Cherokee.
Cherokee, not the ZJ.
Yes.
This was a ZJ.
Yeah.
This would have been the Grand Cherokee.
Okay.
This is going back to. But the XJ, the XJ had some really nice ones back in
Yeah,
the
they
day.
did. They're very capable
Very
vehicles.
nice, and they were capable, but they were beautiful Jeeps
Yes.
back in that time.
Yep.
Yeah, but there's still a lot of just straight XJs out there still running around
Yeah.
with no problems.
Yes.
So
They had They had that 4-liter.
that 4-liter will
Yes.
not die as long as you take care of it.
Yep.
How about the CJ2A?
Yes.
You like
Oh,
the military Jeep?
yeah.
We were
Yes.
just talking about
We're
that.
just talking about those.
You know,
Those
are
still bring a good money,
Yeah,
especially
I mean-
restored.
one of the stories that you and I were talking about was the Pumpkinhead that went out and bought one for, what was it, 10 grand he bought it for?
Yep.
He drove it like 1,100 miles.
But he was a knucklehead.
Oh, I know he was. He destroyed it.
Why?
I know.
Especially then the other guy took his out, had it completely redone, and then drove across the country.
Yep.
And did it right.
Exactly. We'll talk about those in a
Yes.
little bit.
Yep.
Another one that's very collectible is the Gladiator SJ. Service
this one?
Jeep. Yep.
Yep.
Service Jeep. You can find those if they're in good condition. They bring a lot of money. Another one is the CJ5, which we all know everybody loves.
Yep.
Always looking for it. In fact,
Yep.
if I remember right, Ronnie had one on his farm. Ronnie Reagan.
Yes. He did. And he had the Scrambler.
Yes.
He
I
had
remember
both.
photos of them.
Yes.
Then you got the Wagoneer
Yes.
SJ. That was the start of the luxury side
Yes.
of Jeep.
Yes.
And that's what brought us into the Grand Cherokees and everything that we have now for an SUV. Then we go to the CJ7. CJ7, I love.
Yep.
My little brother has one, and if he ever lets me have it, I'm going to take it.
You were already talking about that. Kurt
Oh, yeah.
wants that one.
Kurt wants that one too, but Kurt, it's mine. Now here's one that many people don't know about is the Jeepster Commando.
Yes. One kid, James Nicholson, had one in high school.
Yep.
And it was weird. It was weird looking, but very capable vehicle. I bet you he wish he still had it today.
And I found a couple online, but they're so beat up and they
Yes.
want high dollar
Yes.
for it.
Yes.
It's like the floorboards rotted out of it
Yes.
and you want how much?
Yeah.
So, and Then you've got the Jeepster SC1 Sport Commando, which is actually the smaller version of the Jeepster Commando.
Yep.
That I haven't seen many of.
Or because it made the Hearst edition. That was, again, that's even rarer one.
Right. I mean, the ones that we're talking, the latter ones that we're talking about, they're hard to find. But once you find one,
Yep.
latch onto it.
Oh, there's only 300 of them made.
Yeah.
So that's very limited number of them.
And that's what makes everything so
Yes.
wanted. Now, my favorite one, I think, out of all of every Jeep that's out there besides the TJ would be the CJ8 Scrambler.
Yeah.
I love that.
I had a chance to buy one of those. Didn't do it.
Yeah.
Sorry to this day. I wish I'd have bought one of those.
They
I had the chance, and it was good money too.
Yeah, my buddy had bought one when he was working for the Merchant Marines up in Jacksonville, and I used to hang out with him, and we'd go four-wheeling all the time.
Yep.
And that thing was fun. Plain and
Yes.
simple.
So I'm looking up here. I'm online,
Okay.
and I've got a photo of one. This is in the 90s. This is 98. It had the 5.9 motor in the ZJ. Wow. Yeah, and at the time, that 5.9 was the fastest. That was like the fastest truck, the fastest Jeep, one of the fastest cars made. I mean, we're talking,
Street
we're going
legal.
back, yes, 1998.
Yeah.
You know, so that, and it had fins in the front, and you could see they're about a foot long, and they were in the front, right over the wheel wells, kind of, on both sides.
We may have to do one on just that one then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was a sleeper, and there's a YouTube video. I'm just kind of going through this here now, and yeah, limited edition, 5.9 liter, back in 1998 anyway.
I don't know if anybody listens to some of the Gearhead shows, but there's one out there called Farm Truckin' Asian, and he's got a Grand Cherokee Trailhawk.
The new ones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean,
And
look, those
and
are
he's
beautiful.
put nitrous, and
Oh, yeah.
it's a sleeper. You don't even know it. And he pulls up to the line, and he'll leave on all four,
Yeah.
smoke them. Now, another one that I really like, and I wish I could find one that's in decent shape, is a Jeep Comanche.
Yes.
It's
That's a good looking truck. It always,
is.
yes.
Whenever you lift
Yep.
them, they look marvelous.
Yes.
It's basically a XJ
Yeah.
or Cherokee that you would take from the back behind the
Yes.
front seat and cut it off and
Yes.
put a bed on it. So I love those. And what's the ones that you found that I didn't find?
Okay. 2005,
Okay.
the Sahara Rubicon limited edition. It was
Sahara
Sahara
Rubicon.
Rubicon.
Ooh.
They only made 1,000 of them,
Wow.
and
okay.
it was the unlimited. So it's the LJ,
LJ.
and they made 1,000 of them. The other one was 2003, the Tomb Raider.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
the Laura Croft
Laura
ones.
Croft.
Yeah.
Laura
I've
Croft.
seen one of those recently.
I saw both of those, and there's a guy in Daytona Beach that has two of them.
Yeah.
And
Those are collector editions.
I
Those
looked
are
at
going to be.
and that's when my wife said, "Look, these aren't ones you're going to drive every day. They're collector, and you
Yeah.
don't have the money to play." No.
See, good lady.
Yes,
She knows
but
what's
I
what.
really like the Sahara Rubicon one. There's, like I said, they're numbered. There's a number badge on
Yep.
them. There's like 1,000 of them. Those were pretty cool. But again, it's such a collector's item that I drive my Jeep every day.
Here's one that probably haven't thought of: the Jeep Beach Edition.
Oh, that's going to be a
About
collector.
that?
That's
It
gonna
will
be.
They only made how many? 500. How about
500
the,
or 400?
How about the Gladiators that are good?
Yes.
They only made 500 of them, I think, right? Of each.
Of the Jeep Beach, yes.
Yeah. So that's
That's going to be a collector's item.
yeah.
I got some more. You guys.
Oh, come on, bring it.
Okay, 1995,
All right.
the Rio Grande YJ.
Never heard of it.
Yes, that's how.
Oh, the
rare it
Rio
is.
Grande. Yeah, I've
Yep.
seen those.
Yep.
It said Rio Grande. You can
Yes.
see them on. I've seen those.
Yes.
I've seen those out.
Have you seen the CJ10?
Yes.
That's rare. How about a CJ6?
No, I have not
No.
seen a CJ.
Those-
I
they're
can tell you
re-
that right now.
Yep, they only made a few of those, not a whole lot, and they're bringing me right around $15,000 to $20,000.
Now,
the Golden Eagle.
oh yeah, the Golden Eagles. You see those?
Those were still.
They made those at TJs.
Yes.
They made them every air. They did not make. Did they make one in the JK?
I don't think they did.
No,
Okay.
but they made it in the CJ, 1977,
TJ as
with
well.
the V8 in it.
Oh, whoa. Okay, they didn't do that with the TJ.
Nope. So it was the CJ7 with the V8. Well, they used to put the 304 in it. I don't think they put a bigger one than the 304.
If you
but-
put anything bigger than that in it, then
Well, you know
you
what?
overpower it.
You had sent something to me about the museum in Oregon,
In Oregon,
Yes.
Portland,
yes.
right? Or was
Yeah.
it
No, Utah.
Utah? That's
Utah.
it. I knew it was out west somewhere.
Yeah, out
Yes.
west.
That's an interesting story.
Well, I'm going to see what we can do about maybe getting more info on them, or even try to have them call in if possible.
Yeah, we can get them on and do a quick little interview with them. That would be great.
How about the Jeep FC forward control? The one that had this one.
Oh yeah,
We'll see them at Jeep Beach.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen one drive around. I thought that
Yes.
was like a VW.
No, it's a
that's
Jeep.
Jeep.
That's
I
Jeep.
didn't notice.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Also, the Jeep M715. They made
the
these
military-
for military
military.
one. Another military one.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
They are.
Those are really cool.
Yes.
Now you're going to put some photos up when
Oh,
this
yeah.
we
Yes.
drop this, right? Okay.
Yes. Okay. How about the Jeep Wrangler Unlimited
Photos up on the Facebook
Dragon?
page, Brad?
Yes.
The Dragon.
Dragon.
The Dragon.
In 2014. That was a unique one.
What?
The Polar. There are some limited
The
edition.
Polar, yeah, the Polar one that's another special package. That's
for up north.
Up north. You don't see many of those
Alaska.
down
No,
all that.
no, you
because
don't.
they have heated seats and things,
Yes.
which you don't need down
Balloon
here.
tires.
Yeah,
Yes.
you don't need that.
Self-filling, deflating.
Did you know that Jeep made a minivan or
They made I know that an ambulance back in the day.
a
No,
van?
I didn't know about that one.
Yep. I'll have to put this one up.
I'm getting schooled today.
You made me work.
Wow,
You made me work.
Those are some. You have got to make sure you put those pictures up.
I will.
And if we talk to the museum folk,
Yes.
just to find out what they have, I think we have to.
I think they have a lot of everything.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, some of it's if I remember right, some of it was donated by people that knew that they were starting this up.
Yeah.
So
How about 1946? The Willys wagon, the Woody.
the Woody.
Oh, yeah.
The Woody. That was that's a collectible. That's just kind of cool.
Grandpa
Good luck
used to have
finding
one of
those. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
You
Or
have to go out west to get them.
the CJ3A.
Yeah.
Another one that people didn't know about. This guy. I think he's been to Jeep Beach.
He has been. He was. In fact, he was
see.
shown at the 4-wheel parts
I've
show
seen that, yeah.
down
Yes.
in Orlando.
Yes. Yes. Okay. This is it.
Uh-oh.
The 2015 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Commando Tactical Edition.
Ooh, what?
I'll take-
$225,000.
Oh man,
Ooh,
this is out of the factory?
I
Can't be out of the factory.
It's a custom made one.
That's custom made. Okay.
Custom made.
Like I say, 2015 was just
Yeah,
Yes.
kind of like, what?
10 years ago. That's all right.
Yep.
A Navy SEAL special.
I don't know. It's
Probably.
it's kind of cool though.
Very cool.
But $225,000 for a Jeep. I don't have that kind of money yet. One day.
Look at that.
Even if I did, I wouldn't spend that on a vehicle.
No.
No, heck no.
So do we want to talk about the knucklehead for a second?
Which one?
The one that took his Jeep 1,000 miles and destroyed it after buying it.
But he bought a classic. He bought one of
He
the
bought-
World War II one.
Yep.
So is this our
Our tool.
Our tool.
okay. Let's
Yeah.
let's get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you see that idiot?
What the hell are you doing?
What are you doing?
What you think you're doing, you stupid idiot?
It's the Off-Road Toolbox Tool of the Day.
Are you some kind of moron?
It's kind of crushing that he messed it up so bad. But this guy goes out and buys vehicles and then just does stupid stuff with them.
Yes.
And I mean, he bought what was it?
He's sacrilegious. He's just for his Jeep. He's sacrilegious.
Yeah.
I mean, because again, some of those Jeeps are just classic.
Iconic.
Yes, iconic is a good word.
And he goes and trashes them purposely.
Well, no, I get what he was going to do, but then he just got stupid.
Yes,
He was going to buy it and then drive it.
Yes.
1,153 miles from
not that-
Kansas to his home.
Yes.
Okay.
And he ended up backtracking, going to the Rubicon Trail, going up the
Oh,
Rubicon
he was having
Trail.
fun with it. Well, he was having fun. I
Yeah,
mean,
but he was. I mean, but
was
it
he
was
being-
all stock. It was all original.
Oh, really? Was it what year? What
was that 1940 something? I'd have to.
Oh, you don't do those.
That's what I'm
not
saying.
right.
And,
You don't
then
do that.
he had
It was a 70-year-old Jeep.
yes, and he wasn't taking care of it. I mean, again, I would have it all gone through, so I know it's going to be ready to go with no problems, And he was snapping bolts and breaking belts.
Oh, he
and
broke the linkage to the clutch. It pulled it out of the frame.
it just
It just stupid stuff.
why? Just again, I would get it all like we'll get again compared to the captain, the
Yep.
retired. The guy was a Marine FBI agent. When he retired, he bought a old military Jeep, and he drove it San Francisco
San Francisco to New York.
to New York.
But
It-
that was all for making aware of was it first responders and military.
Yes.
Now, that's a different. That's
Yeah,
that's
but
altogether
That's a good.
yeah.
That's a good tool.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I mean, here again, I mean, some of our tools are good tools, and some of our tools are knuckleheads. You know, and to take an iconic Jeep and just drive it into the ground.
Yeah.
I mean, it would overheat after
Yes.
like 20 minutes. It'd be overheating.
But he didn't figure out why. So I mean, again, I would make sure we went through everything. Is the radiator good? Are the hoses good?
7 years old. Yeah, obviously some things are going to be wrong with it.
He did fix the cooling. He
Took the hood off.
Is this? Oh my God! Is this guy? Is this like on
YouTube? It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube.
What's it? Do you have the?
We'll put the link up to
We'll
it.
put the link up to it. Yeah.
But yeah, he went to a car wash, pulled the blower hose off,
Yeah.
and took a pressure washer and flushed the system out,
Yeah,
and then
and-
put coolant back in it and left.
So instead of doing it, well, again, that's not cool.
No, that's not
Instead of
cool.
coolant goes going to the, but I would again get it serviced right, get it all set up, make sure it's you're going to do that and make it a nice trip versus
Exactly.
trashing.
I'm 100% with you, brother.
Yep.
So
Too bad. And again, because they don't make them anymore. You know,
Nope.
But what do we know?
all right.
Well,
so
wow.
with that,
everybody.
that knucklehead made me mad, so
Yeah,
I'm ready to
now
go
I'm-
home now.
yeah.
Yep. All right, everybody.
All right,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Stay
Yes.
safe.
And there you have it. Don't you feel smarter now? We'll drop more knowledge on you soon. Thanks for listening to the Off-Road Toolbox. Powered by Best Price Trailers.